evening as I come before you, I thank you, Lord, that you called me. I didn't call myself. So, Father, empower me, Lord, because it's not by might nor by power, but it's truly by your Spirit. So, Father, I thank you, Lord, for your empowerment, Father, by your Holy Spirit. As I simply yield, Father, my members to you. Father, use me like a puppet, Lord God. Move me, Father, like a puppet. Speak through me, Father, everything that you desire for me to say. Father, mindful to give you all honor, glory, praise, and thanksgiving. Because no man on earth should ever give glory unto himself. Because all glory belongs to the Lord. Holy God. So I thank you this morning, Father. Thank you, Lord. I walk in full obedience, Lord, to your will and your way. Thank you, Father, for the word that you gave me, Lord. My prayer, Father, is that 100% of the people who are listening, Lord, will receive 100% of your word. So, Father, we thank you that the gates are kept, that Holy Spirit reigns. He's right here bringing a deluge right now. He's upon us, encamping us, encircling us. So we thank you, Father, that all stony hearts become hearts of flesh. And I thank you, Father, for eyes that see. And your people, Lord. Thank you, Father. So, Father, I come, Lord God, not to entice, nor to persuade, but I come truly to walk in a demonstration of who you are, your power, Lord, in Jesus' mighty name. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Have your will and your way, Lord Jesus. Be glorified. Be glorified. Be glorified. Come on, honor the King. He's holy. How many know that holy means he's one with himself? So when he says be holy, he said line up with me. I'm one with myself. Come on, let your yay be yay. Your nay be nay. Come on, say amen. Amen. So be alone. So be alone. Father, I thank you, Lord, that our actions line up with our speech. We thank you, Lord. Have your beating mode on today, Father. Thank you, Lord Jesus. You may continue to worship whatever you desire to do. But this is the word on today that Holy Spirit brought to me. And the title simply is Flamboyant Faith. Flamboyant faith. Now what are we talking about when we declare flamboyant faith? Come on, we're talking about a faith that's not a copycat. A faith that comes from a revelation of who God is. A personal revelation. Come on, no one can tell us how to clap, how to dance, how to shout. Flamboyant faith. Over the top faith. Just because he's God. And God all by himself. Come on, when I think about flamboyant, you see I'm from the islands. And I believe you can hear it already with a little TH challenge, but I'm talking about F-A-I-T-H. Flamboyant faith! But when I think about the word flamboyant, it takes me back to my home in the Virgin Islands. And we have this tree that has fiery orange red flowers. And over the islands everywhere, on the mountaintop, in every neighborhood, by the ocean, there's a flamboyant tree. And some rare varieties produce these brilliant, vibrant yellow flamboyant. I was overjoyed. The same tree in the Caribbean was in Africa. So we're talking about flamboyant faith. What in the world are we talking about? Fiery, flaming, brilliant, bold. You see the flamboyant tree, because of the warm climates, they flower almost all year round. But in the springtime and summer, all the traveling tourists, all the visitors to the islands, as they come off the ships, come off the planes, and they look up, they're in awe. What's this thing? See, without the flowers, they appear to be just big, large green trees. But when they begin to bloom, my Lord, they're flamboyant. So what is God saying unto us? See, God is desiring that we come with flamboyant faith. And that's what we're going to chase for the rest of this way. You see, as we look at this flamboyant tree, listen up. The flowers seem humbly loud. Oxymorons. Unassumingly colorful and showy. Discreetly flashy. My Lord. All seem to be opposing one word to the next. They call them oxymorons. But I remember there was a time, King David, in 2 Samuel, I believe, chapter 6, verse 22, when he was taking the Ark of the Covenant to the city of David, and there was a stumbling and something happened, and God had to stop the progress. And David placed that Ark in someone's house. And then that person began to be blessed. Suddenly David said, wait a minute, I better continue what God has called me to do. So David took up that ark, and he began to journey with the Ark of the Covenant. And as he began to journey and they made progress, David began to dance. The word said he had his linen ephod on, and he danced, and he rejoiced. And see, David had a wife. And when his wife heard or saw him, she was ashamed. And she said, you're becoming like the common people, the base men. What's wrong with you? Don't you know you're king? And David said, I will be more dignified because I'm humbling my own eyes. So when we talk about this oxymoron, unassumingly flashy, humbly loud, discreetly colorful and showy. My Lord God is calling us to understand that in his eyes we are coming humbly before him, showing him our love. That's our love for God. Come on, y'all, we're talking about flamboyant faith. That's our title on today. See, my purpose is, why am I even ministering this? So the Lord has called me to declare that there's a stronger level of faith that all of us can enter into. And that stronger level will bring us to a place where we're loud for Jesus. Flamboyant for Jesus. Showy for Jesus. Come on, y'all, it's a type of faith that when we really believe, in the midst of being scared, our legs will move. And then we find ourselves going into destiny. How did I get there, Lord? That's flamboyant faith. Now before Jesus. It's a type of faith that when a word of knowledge or prophecy comes to us, before our natural mind will engage, before we let our mouth open up wide, and the word of the Lord bursts forth, that's flamboyant faith. Humbly coming before God because he's God and God all by himself. You see, flamboyant faith is one of the most humble exchange of our love for God. Just like God intricately, skillfully placed that flamboyant tree in the Caribbean islands in Africa, just because God is saying come before him flamboyantly just because he's God. See, there was another scripture, David again in Psalm, when he made a decree and a declaration, and he said, my soul, I don't know about you, but my soul shall make its boast in the Lord. And he said, the humble, the one who understands this thing, the humble shall hear thereof and be glad. And he said, if you think that character trait, then magnify the Lord with me. And let us exalt his name together. We're talking about flamboyant faith. So my purpose again is that we would enter that stronger level of faith that compels us to be loud and flashy for Jesus. Come on, y'all, it's okay. It's okay. It's the ultimate love that we have for God. Flamboyant faith.
It's okay.
What is my goal? My goal is that we would leave here today, all of us, fully embracing God's love, the love that he has for us, that love that causes our natural flow of action and reaction. No one has to preface. No one has to measure. No one has to say time to clap. No one has to say time to sing. But when we leave here understanding that God's love for us is so great, we will fully embrace it. And we will understand it's natural. It's natural to react and act before him. My objective, how do I plan to do this? See, I plan to use the Word of God. The Word of God to show us what motivates a believer. What motivates a believer to give his or her all to God? What motivates a believer to go deeper? What motivates a believer to go higher? What motivates a believer to go stronger? To pour out their all for God? I'm going to use the Word of God to demonstrate that very thing. What motivates a believer not to shrink back, but to grow line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little, growing fully with God? But before we go into all of this, I want us to stop for a moment and ponder this very thing. What makes the terrorist kill? What would motivate a terrorist to hijack an airplane, running into a building, killing people and themselves? What motivates that terrorist to become a suicide bomber? So sold out to their cause that they would die for it. See, the last time I checked, there's a scripture here in 1 John 4:4 that says unto us, greater is he who lives in you than he that is in the world. So where the Jesus freaks? Where the flamboyant people? Where the believers who are willing to die? Not caring what people think. If the greater one lives in us, not in the terrorists, where the Jesus freaks? See, God is calling us higher. God has given us a greater faith than the very belief of the terrorists. So God is calling us to a place where we're motivated without thinking about it, but to display flamboyant faith. You see, I believe this is part of the reason the world doesn't even recognize us sometimes. We're so busy infighting, but I got a little revelation. It's not even a revelation. It's not even a prophecy. But do we understand that believers are not our enemies? The word said brothers and sisters. So why are we arguing? Is it legalism? Is it freedom? Is it grace? Is it law? Why are we arguing these things? The world doesn't even recognize us. But if we move forward in flamboyant faith, that might be the only Jesus that someone might see. And this is what we need to be asking ourselves. Not why they preaching what they preaching, complaining. That's not our enemy. Satan is real. We have a real devil, a sister. So the world doesn't even recognize us. Tourists come to the islands and they see Flamboyant. What do people see when they see us? Do they see flaming fiery things? Do they see bold and brilliant? Or they see some whiny, complaining people? That's not the word. What they're talking about. God is coming today to declare that He's calling us to a higher level. We must walk in flamboyant faith. See, the questions we really need to be asking, is it Jesus? Are people getting saved? Is the kingdom being advanced? Paul received that revelation in Philippians. He said, for whatever motive, whatever they preach, at least Christ is preached. So I rejoice. Can we get that revelation of today? At least Christ is preached. At least Christ is preached. At least Christ is preached. And rejoice. Flamboyant faith. My Lord, the Lord is calling us higher. You see, we're at a point right now, Pastor John, we're at the brink of a possible World War III. And I know everyone, you don't have to be a TV watcher to even understand this is all around North Korea. The threat. It's a possibility of a World War III. And then over the weekend in Charlottesville, Virginia, the supremacy groups rising up. Police standing by watching as they beat each other. What's up with that? God is calling us for flamboyant faith. To walk forward, to represent Him. You see, we're at a crazy time. A crazy point in time. And without flamboyant faith, we're going to be like those police officers just watching what they're doing. But pretty soon it's going to come on us. If we don't stand our ground, and know that the greater one lives inside of us. See, I promise you I'm going to go to the world, the Word. And the Word we're going to go to right now is Luke. Luke 7. And Pastor John, I'm going to need your help. Because I'm going to ask you to read some passages for me. But right now we're going to the Word. See, God is designed that we come with strong beliefs. Because His Word tells us that as we lift Him up, Jesus, He will draw all men unto Himself. So we're going to go right now to Luke 7. And we're going to give a little portrayal of someone that had flamboyant faith. And I know it's a little story you've heard before, but I want you to open your ears and perhaps God is going to say something new as it relates to flamboyant faith on today. So we're going to Luke 7 verses 36 through 50. Pastor John, I know it's a long one. I'm going to ask you to read that for me so that we can break it down and talk about this thing, flamboyant faith.
Luke 7, the word of the Lord, Luke 7, verse 36 through 50.
Thank you, Lord.
And one of the Pharisees desired him that he would eat with him. And he went into the Pharisee's house and sat down to meat. And behold, a woman in the city which was a sinner,
Jesus,
which she knew that Jesus sat at meat in the Pharisee's house, brought an alabaster box of ointment, stood at his feet behind him weeping, and began to wash his feet with tears, and did wipe them with the hairs of her head, and kissed his feet, and anointed them with the ointment.
Jesus.
Now when the Pharisees which had bidden him saw it, he spoke within himself, saying, this man, if he were a prophet, would have known who and what manner of woman that toucheth him,
Jesus.
for she is a sinner. And Jesus answered, said unto him, Simon, I have somewhat to say to thee. And he said, Master, say on. There was a certain creditor who had two debtors. The one owed 500 pence and the other 50. And when they had nothing to pay, he frankly forgave them both. Tell me, therefore, which of them will love him the most?
My Lord.
Verse 43. Simon answered and said, I suppose that he to whom he forgave most. And he said unto him, Thou hast rightly judged. Verse 44. And he turned to the woman and said unto Simon, Seest thou this woman? I entered into thine house, thou gavest me no water for my feet.
Jesus, my Lord.
But she had washed my feet with tears and wiped them with the hairs of her head.
Yes.
Thou gave me no kiss, But this woman, since the time I came in, have not ceased to kiss my feet.
Hallelujah.
My head with oil thou didst not anoint, but this woman have anointed my feet with ointment.
Jesus.
Wherefore I say unto thee, her sins, which are many, are forgiven.
Hallelujah.
For she loved much, but to whom little is forgiven, the same loveth little.
Jesus.
And he said unto her, thy sins are forgiven. And they that sat at meat with him began to say within themselves, who is this that forgiveth sins also? Verse 50. And he said to the woman, thy faith have saved thee.
Jesus.
Go in peace.
Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord God. We're talking about flamboyant faith. And this is that woman with the alabaster box. I know you heard it before. But what is God saying unto us today regarding flamboyant faith? See, we see here in these passages that this woman came and she cried so much. Can you imagine this? Someone crying so much that it was enough water to wash someone's feet. There must have been a major outcry. What kind of tears were those? Tears that came from deep down in the well. Enough tears that would come to wash the feet of Jesus with our tears. Then the word tells us, we just heard it, that she turned dry Jesus' feet, kissed his feet, anointed his feet, and she had this expensive box. Now if you look at it, most of the time they were made of marble. Very expensive alabaster box with perfume, ointment. She showed up, cried, washed his feet, dried them, anointed him, kissed his feet. But what is the significance of all of this? You see the protocol of that culture of the day. This was a real protocol of that culture. That when an honorable person showed up at your house, they walked sometimes a long distance, they wore sandals, and their feet was often dusty. So when that important person came to the house, it was a protocol of the culture to wash their feet. It was also the protocol of the culture to anoint their head. And it was also the protocol of that culture to kiss, to give a kiss of greeting. But we see here in verse 36 tells us, then one of the Pharisees asked him to eat with him, and he went to the Pharisee's house and sat down to eat. We saw this Pharisee, Jesus, come into the house. The next verse says, and behold, a woman in the city who was a sinner, when she knew that Jesus sat at the table in the Pharisee's house, brought the alabaster flask, I'm reading from the New King James, and the fragrant oil. Nowhere do you see the Pharisee washing Jesus' feet. How many know God can visit your house and you're not even aware of it? My Lord! Then Jesus at the Pharisee's house, he understood the protocol of the culture. He never kissed Jesus, never anointed Jesus, never washed his feet. Has Jesus visited your house? How do we know? Are you portraying flamboyant faith? You see, there's a little saying, we used to laugh about this, about the Pharisee. They're too far, you see. Pharisee, too far, you see. He thought he had it so cranked up that there was Jesus. He invited him, an honorable person, Jesus, the Son of God, and he did not pay homage to him. But he had the nerve to ask Jesus, or to say, he didn't even ask him. He said, you're not a prophet. The whiny, complaining folk, you're not a prophet. That's not the word of God. Too far, you see. Had the nerve when the lady began to wash and to kiss and to anoint, to make a declaration. Do you know what man or woman is this? That's a sinner. He had the nerve to say those things. See, many Pharisee are so busy looking at other people that we miss our visitation. God is right there in our house. And no one can see that thing. All that hears, you're not a prophet. You would have known what manner of person that is. You would have known that's a sinner. Come on, why did Jesus come? Why did he come? My Lord. So the Pharisee was so busy occupied with what should be done, what Jesus should be doing, that he missed the visitation. Jesus at his own house. And there was no belief. My Lord, those of you who were here Friday night, how many remember that visitation? My Lord, I can't even pass this part without talking about Friday night. Man, we had a listing of prayer items. I believe it was 5 pages because I prepared it myself. And we may have gotten to page 3. And God showed up so awesomely that we forgot the stuff. And we bask in his presence. Drunk. God began to speak. And we listened. And we told the people, take the rest of the items home and pray at home. Because we were not going to miss that visitation. We had to kiss God. We had to meet with him. We had to love on him. See, Jesus came to the Pharisees' house and all he could do is complain. You can't be a prophet. But see, God is calling us to display flamboyant faith. You see, the theme of this year is to go higher, deeper, and to go stronger. But if we come to God in a shallow way, and I say shallow, because you're never going to see him if you don't go deeper. You're never going to find God if you don't go higher. If you don't go stronger in his word. You can do all of that, show up to church and still be shallow like the Pharisee. Too far, you see. Just complaining. See, God is calling us to a place where we display flamboyant faith. And our nominal beliefs, our religious acts, our shallow understanding of God will never get us there. You see, there was Adonai, Master, Savior, Redeemer, came to Pharisees' house. And he was so shallow he missed it. That's like some people, God is calling to go down. Oh, child, I can't bend, I can't dirty my clothes. What they gonna say? My Lord, let me tell you, I have a rivalry, I should say, with Dave. I'm still looking for Dave. Who's Dave? I'm trying to kill Dave, but I can't find him. My Lord, what they gonna say? What would Jesus say? You're gonna miss that opportunity, Adonai, Master, Redeemer, Savior, at your house? And so shallow that we can't even know that he's there. We can't even recognize him. But he had the nerve to say, and this just came to me, Pastor John. I wonder if he was really covering himself. So that lady showed up and she was not even invited. Was he perhaps saying, well, I didn't invite that woman, trying to cover himself? Well, it was the reason why this woman came. Nobody invited her. A Pharisee, Jesus at the house. How many know there was a reason why she came? When she showed up at this man's house, and I believe before she came, she already had a revelation. My Lord! I believe she was in her house, reading between the lines, y'all. I believe she was in the prayer closet somewhere on the floor. And she was crying out, saying, God, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Lord, take this mess from me. I can't do it any longer, Lord. I believe she was crying out. And I believe God spoke to her and said, if you go to the Pharisee's house, Redeemer is there. Master is there. Adonai. Come on, he's going to affirm your salvation and your deliverance. I believe she already had a revelation because she went prepared. My Lord. She went prepared to wash, to kiss, to anoint. So without seeing that in the scripture, Holy Spirit showed me that this woman came Because, my Lord, she had an understanding. And she came because God gave her a revelation. So the question is, what drives our behavior when we do something? What drives our action? You see, the understanding of what we do is the very thing that gives us the passion for what we do. See, that woman understood that Savior was there. So it didn't matter what people would say. She came flamboyantly. They know I'm a sinner. Everybody knows I'm a sinner. But I'm going. The whole village, they know me, but I'm going. I gotta affirm this thing. She went flamboyantly. So God is saying unto us, what drives our behavior? The understanding of our actions. When we begin to understand our actions and the passion for what we do, we'll explain every behavior that we have. So this woman showed up and she displayed before Jesus flamboyant faith. See, I believe God was right there with that woman, declaring unto her, your Redeemer has come, your Savior has come. My Lord, I've heard this story told so many times, and some people tell it from the perspective of the fact that this lady may have been seeking forgiveness. Perhaps she came and she did all this thing to Jesus because she wanted Jesus to forgive her. But as I just explained, she didn't go there looking for salvation. Salvation found her. Come on, y'all, we miss it. Salvation found her. She merely showed up for affirmation, to seal it, to cement it, to say, God, I believe. I flamboyantly believe.
I believe.
So there's nothing we can do to get forgiveness from God. He forgave us, but do you believe? Do you believe? See, salvation found her. Salvation found that woman. So she showed up, ready to say, thank you, Lord God. Oh, thank you, Lord God. When I couldn't go any further, Lord. When I was losing my mind, Lord God. You showed up. You said, Master, Savior, Redeemer. You saved me, Lord God. You see, I told you it's like an oxymoron. It's the deepest form of love. The highest and the strongest type of love. So when God met that woman in her tearing and in her crying, she knew that God was for real. And she said, Lord, you first loved me. You first loved me. The least I can do, Lord, is to love you back. The least I can do is to love you back. See, that lady wasn't seeking love. Love found her. Jesus. She was merely loving God back. See, verse 50 tells us, we heard Pastor John reading it. The New King James says, then he said to the woman, your faith, your flamboyant faith, it has saved you. Go in peace. Go in peace. Come on, the woman with the alabaster box that came flamboyantly, saying, Lord God, I believe. And Jesus sealed it, her salvation. And he said, now peace has come to you because of your faith. You truly believe. So as we summarize this thing, the Lord is saying 4 things unto us. You see, Jesus' favor is already available. It's at the house. It's at the house. His favor is at your house. Do you perceive his favor? His favor is already available. Do you perceive it? Do you believe it? Do you welcome his visitation? forgiveness is already available. You know where it's at? At his feet. It's at his feet. Flamboyantly worship at his feet. That's where his forgiveness is. It's already available. At his feet. Will you wash his feet? Will you kiss his feet? Will you dry them? Will you anoint them? His forgiveness is already available at his feet. The third thing, God is saying go deeper, go higher, go stronger. And stop wondering what day. What day? Come on, I have an APB out on day. Stop wondering what day will be. Go deeper. Go stronger. Go higher. Because they cannot deliver us. Only Jesus can. Only Jesus can. The fourth thing, my Lord, people should always sense a wholeness, a deliverance, and a freedom in us through the flamboyant faith. That's the word. Our flamboyant faith. My Lord, people should see that thing. My Lord, I believe that Pharisee was really jealous. He looked at the woman and said, Jesus, you don't pay me any mind. Look how well I'm dressed. Look at my suit. Do you see how clean my house is? That's a sinner. I believe he was jealous. But somewhere along the line, he knew that what she was doing was deep. People should always sense our wholeness, our deliverance, and our freedom through the flamboyant faith that we portray. You see, that woman showed up uninvited, but she was determined to say, Jesus, I believe. I believe. I believe, Jesus. I believe. I believe, Jesus. Pastor John, I'm going to ask you to get ready to put on a song for me. You see, flamboyant faith met me many, many years ago at 23 years old. I remember after coming to the Lord, people would say, why are you so serious? You see, I found Jesus. My flamboyant faith truly believed. At the age of 23, I lost 3 loved ones in 6 months. I became a widow at 23 years old. 2 days later, my uncle died. A month later, my sister, my older sister, who was like a mom to me, she was about 15 years older than me. She was mom to me. She was diagnosed with cancer. She died exactly 6 months later. On top of that, I had a lawsuit against me, $150,000. Because I was going to school one morning very early, had a baby, was married very young, had a child. She was 4 years old at the time when her dad died. Rushed into class, and I knocked into the back of a car. And that person decided to sue me at that time. So I had a lawsuit against me. My life crashed. And I didn't know Jesus. I didn't go to church. Our family was not a saved family, a Christian family. But I cried out like I believe that woman cried out before God. The woman with the alabaster box. And I believe she cried so much that God showed up. Because I remember crying and saying, God, if you're real, show up. And it was not too many days after that the Lord began to reveal himself to me. I gave my life to the Lord. And that's many, many years ago. But it seems like yesterday, y'all. Because of the flamboyant faith. And so God is saying unto us today, we are not carbon copies. Our revelation of God will take us to a place where we worship God unapologetically, not wondering or thinking what people might say. So right now, God is saying unto us, he's asking us to come to him, but it's not by might. It's not by power, but it's simply his spirit that's drawing us. So I want you to worship with me at this moment as we summarize flamboyant faith. God is calling us to a place in him, to a place with him. And it's called your spirit, Josiah. It's called your spirit. He's calling us to a place in him where we flamboyantly always worship him in spirit and in truth. Thank you, Lord God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for the display of flamboyant faith. We humbly come before you, Lord. Even as David would declare, I'll be even more unto you, God. I'm humbling my own eyes as I come to worship God and God alone. An audience of one. And what God is calling us. As you heard that word on this morning, flamboyant faith. My Lord, perhaps you're saying, I'm not bold like that woman with the alabaster box. Perhaps there's something in your life that you're dealing with. But God is saying, come. If you truly believe, come and pour it out. Pour it out before Him. Flamboyantly. And let every faith that you have affirms your salvation. Is there one this morning? I display a flamboyant faith. See, God is in need of us today. We're in the brink of war. Supremacy groups are rising up. God needs us. Come on, is there one this morning? Come on, kill the days. I wish I could find them. I would knock them out. Come on, they can't save you. Come on, the Lord is calling us. Thank you, Lord. I want to pray with you. Flamboyant faith. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. I'm standing on you, Lord. Flamboyantly always. Come on, we got to keep our faith fresh. Fresh. My Lord. Some of y'all, you know that's 30 years ago. I feel like I've been saved yesterday. As I come before Him flamboyantly. As often as I can. Thank you, Lord. Childlike faith. Childlike faith. Never desired that my love would grow cold or too old. I want my faith to be childlike and flamboyant. Speak it out. Hey, I'm a Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. We're standing on you, Lord. Can I buy Oh, yeah. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Come on, we're coming in agreement with you that your faith is going to go to another level. Childlike faith. Flamboyant faith. Come on, little kids come. They jump and they don't care. They skip. Daddy, daddy, daddy. Mommy, mommy, mommy. Come on, guys. Trying to take us to that place. Childlike flamboyant faith. Come on, that's the thing, the joy of the Lord. That's going to keep you and strengthen you day by day. Come on, y'all, the world is getting crazy right before us. What's going to keep us? Come on, the joy of the Lord, our strength. How will the world find Jesus if we're hidden? Thank you, Lord. Come on, we can't hide. We can't hide. So on display of faith in the name of Jesus. Thank you, Lord God. Thank you, Lord. In the name of Jesus. Come on, Father, I thank you for the work that you began in her, Lord God. Father, from the day we met her, almost a year ago, Lord, I thank you, Father, for her precious life. As she declared she was ready then, you met her right then, Father, in that car. I still have the vision of that moment. And the Lord is saying He began a work in you, and He who began that work is quite able to complete it. Come on, God is designed to bring it to completion in the name of Jesus. Come on, do you believe? Wash His feet. Kiss His feet.